Hello, my hearties. A very, very good morning to you and a very warm welcome to Scottie McClue this Wednesday morning. It's just 7 minutes, 24 minutes past 7 in the morning of Wednesday, the 11th of October, 2023. You might wonder, why do I give you all the exact times? Because the time flies in and sometimes a video will pop up and it'll say, on this day. And I think that's 3 years old. It seems like yesterday. Absolutely incredible. So a very, very good morning to every single one of you and a very, very warm welcome to Scottie McClue live just for you and saying dinky-doo this morning. Now, I know a lot of you will be getting ready for work into the shower with you. Of course, we are not stopping you from getting on with your day. But if you've got a few minutes, then it's good for you to pop in and join Scottie McClue and have a wee bit of chit-chat first thing in the morning. Fantastic stuff. Let everybody know that we're here. Thanks for coming and joining us. So lovely to see you all. Absolutely incredible. Wonderful stuff. Good morning, Scottie. I hope you're well. Kareem, a very good morning to you. You're a very skilled man. First out of the starting blocks there, I say to you, how good is that? And we're also streaming live on the YouTube channel. So there we go. I know it's a little bit early in the morning in the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland for some people at this time in the morning. Follow us as soon as you can. Thank you, Tony. How marvelous is that? Always follow Scottie McClue, guys. It does you absolutely no harm at all and a lot of good because it means you are right where it happens. You are right in the center of things, right in the center of chat for the beautiful people of not just one country, but every country in the world. Fantastic stuff. And dinky-doo. Scottie, hello again. Have a fantastic day. Kareem, you're amazing. Kareem is now live on the TikTok feed. How would you describe your understandings of adult social care in the UK? Well, I think it's full of a lot of wonderful people who work extremely hard and do a wonderful job. So the actual caring, fantastic. The organization of it, perhaps a little bit less so, and the funding of it, perhaps a little bit less so. So that would be my understanding of social care. And also too much of a rush towards end of life for people when they enter establishments, later in life. Churchill, thanks for helping us in World War II. Okay, Willie and dinky-doo, thank you for that. Somebody came on the other day and said Churchill was a rat. And I thought, well, a bit harsh, you know what I mean? He did a lot of very good work as well. Good morning to every single one of you. Hi, says Kenzie. Hi, Kenzie. And lovely to have you with us. So if you haven't tried out the YouTube channel, guys, you'll see the URL on the TikTok bio. Give it a wee shot and see what you think. That's what it's about, I say to you. Do you prefer the new camera? And the new camera angles on the YouTube, do let me know. And can you hear me and see me? That's important as well. Good morning from Andrew and Michael in Bishop Riggs. Andrew, how lovely to have you with us from Bishop Riggs. Tremendous part of the world. We love it. So there you go, I say to you. Now, who we got? You're live early today. Well, yes, we are live early today, but quite often we do what's called the early bird. And that's just a general pop-up so that people at the other end of the day can get a chance to sample even a few minutes of Scottie McClue and say dinky-doo to every single one of you. Hello from Auchterarder. Grant, how lovely to have you with us from Auchterarder. What a fine, fine part of the world. I have a confession. I haven't been in Auchterarder for some time because if I'm driving north, say, from the road from Stirling to Perth, I tend to stay on the bypass, and I used to love going through Auchterarder, and we always stopped for chips in Auchterarder. So there we go. So I hope Auchterarder is doing okay, and everybody's getting my love to all the beautiful people of Auchterarder. There we are. Follow us as soon as you can, guys. Everybody should be following Scottie McClue. We never stroll and we never troll. And we need another 100 followers. Hello from Armagh, says Legion. Legion, we love you in Armagh. What about you there now? That's fantastic that you could come and join us from Armagh at this time in the morning. And we love Armagh. And we love the whole of Northern Ireland. And we love the whole of Ireland. And I know every blade of grass in the place. So DINKY-DOO to you, I say to you. That's fantastic. Good morning. I hope you're well watching the new Big Brother. And I can't help but think you should be on it. Well, I'll tell you a true story. I got into the final selection for Big Brother. And then one of the ladies on the interviewing panel, and I actually got to, you don't get to meet Big Brother, but you're in a dark room and somebody might ask you questions, and then, they'll confer with Big Brother, and Big Brother will give an answer. So you don't ever get to see a Big Brother, I say, but I was there right up at the final selection. At that time, this is a wee while ago, we went down to the Emirates Stadium in London. Yes, indeed. And down to the Emirates Stadium where Arsenal play, the Gunners. And I did my audition, and it was fantastic. I just arrived, and the lady on reception said, "Can I help you, sir?" And I said, "Yes, I'd like to ask if I could audition for Big Brother." She said, "You certainly can." So that was it. And within minutes, people were up interviewing me with TV cameras. What attracts you to this, and blah, 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 and all that. Because there was a lot of hopeful young people in it. So this old guy in the flat cap and tweeds and the mitts, with the half specs, I think they thought, what's he doing here? And there it was. So I got very far. I got asked back. That was a Saturday afternoon. We got asked back on the Monday. And then a lady said to me, very nice lady, she said, "You've worked in television before, haven't you?" I said, "Oh, yes. Worked for ITV and what have you, the BBC." She said, "Well, you might know some of the things we're up to then." And I said, "Well, I'm not going to let on." And she said, "Well, we can't really take a chance." So I think they thought that maybe I might not play the game once I got into the Big Brother house, which I thought was a little bit silly. I mean, but then in fairness, they didn't know me as well as you guys do. So, that was that, I say to you. Share the live and get following, guys, as soon as you possibly can. Everybody should follow Scottie McClue. There we are. We need another 100 followers right now. Tremendous. Good morning, everybody. On Man. Thank you, Tom, for sharing the live. And thank you to Stuart for following. Wow, yes, maybe they should have had you on the celebrity one. Well, that's right, celebrity, Big Brother. And then I did a bit of a send-up of the jungle. You know what I'm saying. There we go. But that was that. And I think I would have enjoyed it. And I might have caused a lot of trouble in the Big Brother house. Let's have it straight, I mean, you don't get McClue for nothing. Follow us, guys, as soon as you possibly can. Kieran has just joined us. DINKY-DOO, Kieran. Lovely to have you with us. Never stroll and never troll. There we go. Guys, another 95 followers. So there you are. 5 beautiful people followed right away there. What's the photo behind you? That's Lord Reith the Labrador's graduation. And I went along to hold the hood for him. So there we are. That's him. Top man. He is Lord Reith. Beautiful dog. Great radio Labrador. He lay under the desk for 12 years, I think it was. Almost 13 years. Never missed a radio show. You'd have turned the house into McClue Towers too. I would not. Yes, not, I would not. That guy's name's Not, short for nautical, not ops. You'd have been amazing in there. The havoc you could have created. Oh, there would have been hell on every night. But the audience would be through the roof, you see. That's the difference. You could guess. I mean, the audience will be massive for Big Brother, but can you imagine Big Brother plus Scottie McClue? Oh, DINKY-DOO, I say to you. There we are. A beautiful little boy. You're very kind, little man. Thank you. Feel free to call me Nautical. I salute you, Nautical. All hands on deck. Fantastic. This is absolutely beautiful. There we go. I'll just share the YouTube, guys, and let everybody know that we are on a bit early in the morning. Some people go, oh, Scotty, can you just calm down? You know, all that stuff. There we are. There's a lovely one of me saluting. And we're sending that out. I'll just say, what are we at? We're 7:34, guys. Into the shower with you. Those of you going for the 7:30 bus, you probably missed it. But perhaps not. At 7:35 a.m. TikTok and YouTube. There we are, just doing a bit of typing, guys. I don't think I'll get typist of the year. TikTok and YouTube live now. There we are, live now. That's wonderful. And the YouTube, they've got that there. So they can just click on the picture. Click below. I'll do this for the dafties. Click below. Some people you have to spoon feed. Have you ever heard that? When you spoon feed them with knowledge. And lots of lovely, lovely new videos for you guys. Never miss a second of Scottie McClue. You'd be a blast in the Big Brother house. Can we tap your nose, Scotty? Yes, tap, tap there. Happy bump day, Scotty. Thank you, Kirsty. Lovely to have you with us. Scotty, Sober October helped me realise how much I'm saving. I might save up for an all-inclusive. Not ops, just give it up. People think they can't, but you'd be amazed how easy it is just to go, do you know what? I used to enjoy a refreshment, but I don't bother now. There we go. And people will respect it. They go, you're coming out for a drink? You say, I don't actually drink now. Oh, right. Oh, I didn't know. Maddie has just shared the live. Thank you to Maddie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is wonderful, I say. And I'll just say good morning to everyone. Good morning, all. There we have it. Good morning, all. There are YouTube's a little bit slow at this time in the morning, but the TikTok is just going like a fair, I say to you. Guys, I need another 50 followers. I've done 11 days sober so far, not feeling cravings, been having glasses of water, not ops. You don't even need to have a craving because you get your mind right. I mean, obviously, alcohol is a drug, but I spoke to a doctor about it once and I said, are there any benefits, nutrition? He went, absolutely none at all. He said people obviously use it as a social de-inhibitor. And I thought, well, I don't think I need that. I think we can manage a wee chat without that. So there you go. So there we go. Fantastic. Brilliant. Not ops, says Kirsty. She is on your side. Big style, not ops, as we all are. Guys, I've got 2,100 likes. Is everybody going tap, tap, tappity, tap, tappity, tappity, tap on their phones? And get the likes up and tell us what is what, I say to you. Wonderful stuff. Thank you, Kirsty says not ops. I love the way everybody can chat on here. It's fantastic. It's what we like. We've got about another few minutes, guys. How's Big Roddy? Is he still going strong? Oh, Big Roddy. You know, Big Roddy came out in the late spring. He came out. Big Roddy is a rhododendron bush, guys. And he comes out. We love it, Sergio. So there you are. Morning from Big Rodney. So there you are. There's Big Rodney on. DINKY-DOO, I say. Thank you, Big Rodney, for joining us at that point. Guys, if you've got a cup of tea with you, I think it's time for a general sup. Are we ready? This is a two-hand job. Oh. Do you like the mug? Partly it's bigger than my head. That takes some doing, doesn't it? Morning, sir. We're up and ready for the day, working away in Durham. I hope you're well. Alfie, have a lovely time in Durham. Is that not the tune for the Pink Panther? Durham, 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 Durham. Off to work, no time for tea. Oh, Kirsty, you need to get up a wee bit sharper, my love. You know, and then you can always have a wee cuppa. Maybe you don't want one, though. You'll maybe get one at work, Kirsty. Well done, you. Kirsty's off to work. Wish her a lovely day, everybody. Right, there we go. Hello. What? Yeah, I'm just doing a live. Kirsty's off to work. No, Kirsty on the live. Sorry, just talking to the missus there. She shouted, what are you doing? Tomahawk, there we are, off to school in Durham. We love it. We love Durham. I never hear that the same again. Did you like that? Not ops. We love it. The Pink Panther. And I also loved Inspector Clouseau. Do you remember Peter Sellers? Used to love going to the movies and get all that stuff. Fantastic. Morning, everybody, and a very warm welcome. Scottie McClue here, saying dinky-doo to every single one of you. We've just got a few more minutes. Wonderful stuff. I need another, I'll settle for another 30 followers. So we can get 30 followers, guys. Then we are laughing. We are in business, so everybody follow. Thank you very much, Shin. Congratulations on yours. Have you not been on for a while? Oh, it'd be about a day, Jay, since I've been on, so a good long while. Peter Sellers, dinky-doo. Yes, indeed, Peter Sellers is Wallace from Wallace and Gromit. Is that right, not ops? I don't. Peter Sellers died quite a long time ago. I would check that. Morning, Scotty. Have a nice day. Whatever you do. Thank you, George. Fantastic. I inform, I educate, and I entertain. There we go. And I hope I do it well. I've posted some funny videos for you guys to give you a smile in this terribly somber world that we're all living in at the moment. But let's do it. I would say to you. So there you do. Thank you, Emily. You're very, very kind. What a lovely thing to say. We're just up for another couple of minutes, guys. So make sure you're following and following and following. Always follow Scottie McClue because it's the right thing to do. Yeah. So if you've got a TikTok account, you should have followed Scottie McClue. If you've got a YouTube, if you're on YouTube and you've looked up the world's top talk show, Scottie McClue, what you do is you go, Alexa, play the world's top talk show on YouTube. Alexa, the world's top talk show on YouTube. And she'll go, getting that for you. There we are. Dinky-doo, thank you very much. Get sharing the live as well. And more people tap, tap, tappity tap. I've got 2,400 likes. Guys, for popping up at this time in the morning when some people don't know if they're in Weems Bay or Mumbai. It was Peter Sallis. Yes, Peter Sallis from Last of the Summer Wine. Wonderful man. Great actor. There you are. Scotty, do you like Sir Cliff Richard? I used to love all his songs. Yes, Mistletoe and Wine and stuff like that. But I haven't seen him for some time. So there you go. But he was absolutely huge. I can remember a gramophone record. Cliff Richard live at the Talk of the Town. So the Talk of the Town must have been a big London club at the time. I thought that's what you said, but you were on about Sellers, sounded similar. Sorry for the confusion. Not ops, no confusion. Everything's all clear, all good, all square, all sorted. Everybody's having a lovely, lovely time. Scotty, please choose my meal deal. Cheese and onion sandwich or cheese and tomato pasta. The onions are maybe a little bit better for you than the tomato. And we don't know how much tomato is in the tomato pasta. You say tomato, I say tomato. You say potato, I say potato. So there we are. So for a meal deal, you're probably better with the cheese and onion, but you will have a wee trace of onion on your wonderful breath, and no problem with that at all. If anybody's got a problem with you, that's their problem. I tell you. Now, what have we got here? Have you heard of Richard Clayderman? I think he played the piano very much so, Jay. Yes, a big fan of Richard Clayderman. And who else did we love there? I'm just trying to think. Who's the wonderful Dutch guy with the orchestra? Yeah, and you could buy LPs of him. He had the beard and everything. James Last. What about that? There's a blast from the past. James Last and his orchestra. Yes. And then the wonderful Richard Clayderman on the piano. Michelle Maybell. Michelle Maybell. Scotty, you legend. How are you doing, Paul? Dinky-Doo, I say to you. Steve Wright's just joined us. Dinky-Doo, Steve, lovely to have you with us. There we are. All the big wigs hang out on Scottie McClue, guys. We need another. I'll settle for another 15 followers. So if you're watching right now, make sure you followed Scottie McClue. Also get on to the YouTube channel. You'll see the URL up on the TikTok bio. On the bio. And what you need to do there is click that, just give it a wee tap, and that'll take you directly to the YouTube channel. Subscribe and tap the bell. Let me know when you've subbed, and I'll give you a shout out on here. I can't say fairer than that unless I can't pronounce my F's or my THs. See what I just did there? Amazing is that. Good morning, everybody. So there we are. Thank you. Not at all, not ops. Fantastic. We love it. Time for the goodbye song soon. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Take care, everybody, as you go. Not ops. It is actually just about time for the goodbye song. I think we've got another. Are you okay for another few minutes? It's 7:46, guys. So if you're going for the 7:45 bus, you need to get a boogie on down on there. You may have missed it, but then again, it's a bus. You know what I mean? It's a bus, so, you know, there could have been a wee hold up. You have some memory. Oh, Jay, you've got to have, dear boy. You can't call yourself a live streamer if you can't remember what time of day it is. If you can't remember if you're in Wimsby or Mumbai, I tell you, it used to be Wimsby or Bombay, but we've changed it now because Bombay is Mumbai. We do love the Royal Artillery. We salute the Royal Artillery. Yes. I'll just give an order out to the British Army. Sergeant Major, sir. Sergeant Major, issue the men with a hot chocolate. Sir. Carry on, Sergeant Major. There we are. I'll be getting it in the neck from the Sergeant Major. I do. The Sergeant Major's on parade. There we are. Scotty, my phone's fixed since I've got a new one now. I have your TikTok notifications, not ops. What's it like? Tell me about the TikTok notifications. Guys, 2,700 likes. Is that not just beautiful? Are you people not just beautiful? I said, how beautiful are you people? Don't look at me. Just give me a minute. Oh. It's very moving. A Scottish Britain or Scottish independence. Well, MG3, I have to do a little bit of information for you here. It's always a Scottish Britain. It's always been a Scottish Britain. If you are Scottish, you are British because Britain is not a country. It's a land mass. And Scotland is on the landmass of Great Britain, and it's called Great Britain because that's the big bit. The wee bit of Britain is the annexation of the 6 counties of Ireland, and it's known as Northern Ireland. So that was tacked on 101 years ago. So you have the United Kingdom, not Britain, the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. And they have to put in British because 2 things that have claimed the title British would be the crown, the monarchy, and the our symbol of authority. And the king is our head of state in Scotland. So you need, the Scots need to back the monarchy 100% if they're thinking about independence. Otherwise, independence is toast. You'll never even smell it. So there we go. I'm not fooled by the new Labour stuff that we're getting. Yes, we've kind of heard that lot before, haven't we? So there were. What's the difference between build a new Britain and build back better, build a new future, build back better? All these build, and yet we're getting poorer and poorer and poorer, and having less and less, and paying more and more, and giving all our money away to people who already have got billions and billions. Semantics, Scotty, independence or not, the question is, I think that's no, these are not semantics, MG3. You would be amazed. You might be able to grasp it, but see the number of people that don't. So never ever dismiss a word McClue says, because if that word wasn't important, I wouldn't say it. Capisce, as we say in Italy. There we are. Scotty, have you ever guest starred in River City? Not ops, I haven't, but I might drop them a line to ask if I could have a wee cameo role, just an appearance, in River City. Just pop in and what have you. Maybe I could be the bishop to the priest, and I could call the priest in to come and see me and have a little scene with the father. What do we all think? You know what I mean? There we are. An accomplished public speaker. Well, MG3, I have to be. I'm very, very big on the public speaking circuit. Obviously, it got badly damaged with the lockdowns, like everything did. You sometimes wonder, did we need to lock down at all? So there we go. But yes, it did. So, but we're back in demand now. Bookings at scottie-mcclue.com, and I get some lovely invitations. I can't fulfill them all, obviously, but I do my best. A true, fair, and non-partisan commentator too. Not ops, absolutely. I have no agenda. Do you see what I mean? It doesn't actually make any difference to me which party gets in. I remember talking to a very, very senior financier, somebody that everybody in the city of London would bow down to. And I said to him, what difference does it make which political party are in? And he went, none at all, really. Guys, the truth will out. And that was from a real top financier that knew his stuff. People that governments would bow down to, financiers. He was like a city of London god. So that was that. Wonderful chat. Very lucky to have a word with them. But it's always interesting, you know what I mean? These lovely people. And they know they can trust McClue, they know I can keep that shut. Not a problem. So there are. So that's why I am non-partisan. and always will be. Guys, I need another 25 followers, ASAP. So there we have it. No, it's lovely to be a public figure, a public commentator. 2 billion people have heard of Scottie McClue. 2 billion. But that means 6 billion haven't. You see? Yes, every action equals reaction. As I said the other day, light travels faster than sound. That's why people might look bright until they speak. Oh, see what I just did there? What a wee imp. You handled the royal passing so professionally. All in your black. You look the true professional that you are, not ops. You are very, very kind to me. I thank you. So there we have it. Hello. Hello, Max. Lovely to have you with us. And DINKY-DOO, I say to you. There we go. Another 25 followers. Cullen Skink tonight. Do you partake? J. Hamilton. Do I partake in Cullen Skink? That's like asking what a bear would do in the woods. You know, I mean, yes, Cullen Skink, smoked haddock soup. What's the difference between Cullen Skink and smoked haddock chowder? Right, guys, that's your homework for today. The difference between Cullen Skink and smoked haddock chowder. Have I got that right? Hello, good sir. Hello, Philip. How lovely to have you with us. And DINKY-DOO. There we go. Now, what have we got? I say to you, follow us as soon as you can. Mrs. Spoon, thank you very much for following. Guys, all of you, 3,000 likes every day. Tap, tap, tappity, tap, tappity, tappity, tap on these telephones. A very good morning to you if you've just joined us on the YouTube. What was your job? Do you mean what is my job? What was your job? Listen, don't be fooled by this physog, this face, or as they call it in Edinburgh, your puss. How coarse. In Edinburgh, they go, shut your puss. I think that's shocking. Where in Scotland are you from? We're from the West Coast, Alfie, the posh bit of the West Coast. And then you've got Edinburgh as well. You know, that stuff. We're from the West Coast. We're from Greenock and Maryhill in Glasgow. The places to stay. Good morning, Scotty. Good morning, Joyce. How lovely to have you with us, and a very warm welcome to our fantastic TikTok and an incredible YouTube. This has just been mind-blowing this morning. Bob says, free Palestine. Free the whole lot, Bob. There should be zero fighting. I can't believe that grown-up people cannot say, let's put the guns down and get round the table for a chat. We can even have McClue at the meetings if that would help. But this bombing the hell out of each other and terrorism and explosions and killing innocent people, wee babies. You can't call anybody a human being that kills wee babies and innocent civilians. Don't start me. In fact, let's just have just a few seconds for the Middle East, okay? And let's just hope that in the land where Jesus is from, man was born in Palestine and lives today in bread and wine. That's what I'm saying. Luton Airport's on fire as well. Oh, for goodness sake. You know, I love Luton Airport. I get my favourite airline to Luton Airport. They had me down one day in 50 minutes. And then the lovely, beautifully spoken pilot comes on and goes, well, ladies and gentlemen, we had you down there in around 50 minutes, but I'm afraid they don't have a slot for us. So it could be this. This is what happens. Nowhere to park at the moment. So we had to circle about. God bless and save them, says Joyce. Absolutely, Joyce. Yes, indeed. Very respectful, Scottie J. You've got to. You've got to. You know. But also, we have to carry on with our lives. And we have to carry on with our light-heartedness about lives. Otherwise, we'll go under. You know, but these supposedly grown-up people, you know, somebody's given them guns and weapons, and you know they just need to stop blowing up each other and the wee ones. These are human beings, just like you, just like me. Right, and I'm not joking about I'll go to the meetings if it would help. You know, because as I say, I have no agenda. What do you think would happen if the old town of Jerusalem got hit as Jesus' tomb is there? Well, what you need to be careful, Sean Kelly, you'll have heard of the First World War. Now, the First World War, like all wars, could have been avoided. But certain people thought, we'll make money here if we go in on both sides and kill humanity. So, you know, big business. Killing everybody is big business. And what happened was, as you know, the Archduke Franz Ferdinand and his good lady were assassinated in a big open back car in Sarajevo in the Balkans. And that was known as the tinderbox. You know what a tinderbox is? People rub flint and stone together to get a spark, little bit of dried leaves and hay, get a little bit of smoke, and then you can start a bonfire. Colorado Springs says, hi, good morning, Colorado Springs. We love you. So that was your tinderbox. So we have to be terribly careful that the Middle East does not become the tinderbox for World War III. So that's why the big people need to get round the table. You know, let's get Donald Trump in there, round the table, and see what we can be doing. He's a great guy for the peacemaking. We didn't have any wars when Donald was in the White House, you know. Scottie, Scotland you should be concerned about, not the Middle East. Scotland has problems of its own. Mr. Martin, nobody on this planet is more concerned about Scotland than me. And you are completely 100% clueless about some of the things I do behind the scenes for the people of Scotland, for just the ordinary people of Scotland. So to make a comment like that, and I'm surprised at you, Mr. Martin, because I didn't have you down as a dafty. I know you sometimes like to cheek up, but to make a comment like that about Scottie McClue, I'll read it again so that the world can hear it. Mr. Martin says, live on the YouTube, guys, Scottie, it's Scotland you should be concerned about, not the Middle East. Scotland has problems of its own. I think, Mr. Martin, on balance, right now, this second, the Middle East gets it for the biggest problem. But to make a comment like that about Scottie McClue, oh, dearie, dearie me, Mr. Martin. So there you are, Dinky-Doo, I say. Guys, what time is it? It's 3 minutes past 8. If you're going for the 8 o'clock bus, boogie on down, but it may have gone. Guys, I need another 25 followers. What's going on here? Defend our island, I say. the CBDexpert.co.uk. I could not agree more. Defend our island. Can you please wish my wife, Lorna, good morning? She loves listening to you. Jay, of course I can. Lorna Hamilton, Mrs. J. Hamilton, I wish you a wonderful, wonderful day. And I wish Jay a wonderful day. See what I just did there? I'm a poet, and I didn't know it. There we go. Ewan, good morning. Good morning, Ewan. How lovely to have you with us. Guys, if you've just joined us, a warm welcome. You're watching Scottie McClue, and we are live on the big one. So there you are. So, Mr. Martin, see yourself as suitably informed. Absolutely. Good morning, Scottie. Faye Motherwell. Have a wonderful day yourself, Scottie. You too, cbdexpert.co.uk. What a top man. Guys, if you haven't visited the YouTube channel and subscribed, it is the big thing on the internet. Many thanks, not at all, Jay. Many thanks to you and Lana for being kind enough to watch the audience. Oh, yes. There we are. The Middle East will always have problems, and I never said that you have not done anything for Scotland. Right, Mr. Martin. We'll leave it at that. We'll call it a day, because it's a day. And see, at the end of the day, it's night. Did you know that? There we are. So that's you and I back on track, Mr. Martin. You know what I mean? But just remember, you don't know everyone's story. Yes. And I make a point of hoping that the earth will be the teeniest, weeniest, tiniest nanosecond better when I've gone for me having been in it. And that's all any of us can actually wish for. We are the grains of sand on the beach. Oh, yes. I'm not just an athlete, you know. You're talking to a black belt in karaoke. Yes, indeed. Many thanks, everybody. Just like charity begins at home. Stop twisting my words, says Mr. Martin. No, we're not twisting your words. You twist your own words, Mr. Martin. Yes, yes. Any twisted words coming out of your goab is... guys, that's not a rude term, by the way. You know, if somebody says to somebody, shut your gob, people say, don't speak to him like that. That's shocking. Your gob is actually a polite term, but it's an Elizabethan term. And when I say Elizabethan, you think of Her late Majesty Queen Elizabeth the Queen. But no, it's Elizabethan as in the 1500s. And a gobble was what you cut your meat up into. So a good chunk that you could put in your mouth was a gobble of beef. And you put that into your gob. You see? So your gob can cope with a gobble. See what I just did there? I told you. I told you. Now, don't tell me you don't learn something always from Scottie McClue. I tell you. So there we are. So a gobble of meat. So when you're saying to somebody, shut your gob, it's not actually rude. It's shut the place where you would put a gobble of beef if you were a carnivore. And guys, what's going on here? We've been up for almost 45 minutes and we've had one sip of tea. Now, I don't think that's good enough. Well, Scottie, DINKY-DOO. Tom Phillips, good morning. How lovely to have you with us. This is the wonderful Tom, guys. Tom's from Belfast, Northern Ireland. So there we go. Andrew says, well, I don't know about that, Andrew. I'll have to think about that. Will Oliveira has just given me 2 beautiful red roses, guys. Is that not just gorgeous? Yes, I'm conscious of time. Oh, what a beautiful heart. A hand heart. Sedge, why did you stop doing the radio phone-ins in the evenings? Well, we kind of ran out of radio stations. I've been on 35 radio stations, but I'm getting offers again because people are seeing just how big it is on TikTok and YouTube. And remember, I've been doing radio, 3-hour shows every night for 31 years. Yes, the 31st anniversary of the Scottie McClue phone in. You know what I mean? You're an absolute legend, Scott said. You're very kind. I'm a legend. I loved you in the 90s. Well, I hope you still love me now. Scottish Rave. There we are. Because we do a phone in on a Saturday night on here. TikTok, YouTube. Yes, massive. So there we are. We had about, on Scott FM, which was Scotland's finest radio hour, never ever been surpassed. 250,000 people per half hour. And I think one of the reasons the pressure was on the guy to get rid of me from Scott FM was it was just blowing apart every other radio station. You know, they were all, what's happening? People going, I know, I used to listen to you, but Scott FM, Scottie McClue, DINKY-DOO, that's the one for me. And the bosses were going, oh, get him out of there. There we are. Well done. Thank you, DINKY-DOO. Loving that hat. Oh, Serge, we have a variety of hats. Guys, it's 8:10. Are you all showered and washed and ready to leave the house? Have some of you left the house? Apparently, you can get me on your car radio if you've got the latest kit. Is that right? You can get, I don't know about it. I don't understand this because I've got your proper car radio, just one above the valve set. The old valve radio. It took a wee while to heat up. But apparently you can get Scottie McClue and you could listen while you're driving. That would be all right, wouldn't it? But don't drive hands-free. Drive with your hands on the wheel. Don't try that at home now, folks. That was for entertainment purposes only. I say to you. So there we have it. Yes, it is. So there, yes, it is. What, Reese? So there we have it. Guys, I need another 12 followers. If you're watching right now, get following. You're my best friend, says Reese. Reese, you are very kind. Have you heard of the King's Own Scottish Borderers? Jay, have I heard of the King's Own Scottish Borderers? What are you saying? I've got records of the band of the King's Own Scottish Borderers by kind permission of their Colonel-in-Chief. Fantastic. You never call them the Cosbys. They don't like that. You don't want to upset a Scottish regiment. Well, in a way, it's a former Scottish regiment simply because they've now amalgamated them into, is it 6 Scottish regiments or 7? 7 Scots, 6 Scots. I know Balaclava Company because I think we're talking the Argylls there, aren't we? Thank you. Thank you very much for contributing to the live go. Guys, thank you for my beautiful red roses, my finger hearts, and all these lovely gifts. How old are you, says Brooklyn? Well, Brooklyn, this is a big one. I'm a time traveler, and I'm at least 1 million, but I might be 2 million. I actually remember the woolly mammoth walking about, you know. I don't remember the dinosaurs. Somebody told me the dinosaurs are a myth. Is that right? Reptilians. What's the plaque on the wall? The plaque on my tooth. Oh, the plaque on the wall. Sorry, yes. That's probably the finest school in Scotland. Well, we've got one more school that's probably the finest school in the world. But I would say that's the finest school in Scotland. And I don't know if you can read the motto, but it says, Hinc vera virtus. See when I just did a bit of Latino. There we are. Hinc vera virtus. From these gates comes true virtue. You know, what part of England are you from? The Scottish part, the big bit. So you've got the north of England, and then you've got the great big bit. So that's the Scottish part. We actually divide it. A shout out to my new YouTube channel. So there you are. Oh, I don't know that we could do that at this time in the morning. Your English is very good for a Scottish person. Thank you. Because, you know, I take a pride in my English. And that's very good. Thank you so much. Yes, I have worked and lived in England a long time, and that might be why my English is so good. I speak the native language, you see. What about that? Aye, that's it, Yorkshire, you know. Your English is very good in Yorkshire, like. Yes. Oh, I tell you, if you're in the northeast, your English is good. And your English is, well, your English is very good if you're in Liverpool, I think, isn't it? Really, to be honest with you. You know? Or, whoa, London. Whoa, very good English down in London, isn't it? Yeah. Good morning, sir. How are you, Stuart? How lovely, lovely to have you with us. Guys, another 10 followers. 10 followers. We're going to have to go soon. Well, Scotty, I say to you, Scotty, you're the man. Tom, lovely to have you with us. You're the man. DINKY-DOO. Guys, everybody spread the word. 3,400 likes. If you've got a TikTok account, you should be following Scottie McClue. It's the first thing you would do. First thing. Whoever's got McClue has the market. Yes. One of the most famous sayings in media land. Get me McClue. Whoever's got McClue has the market. As my late great boss said, is the best talk show in Britain. I was hoping he might have said the world, but apparently there are one or two guys in America are quite good. What's your favourite Burns poem? Oh, Stuart, you've got me there. What about sick a wife as Willie had, I wouldn't give a button for him. I think probably the address to the haggis. Fair far, your honest sonsy face, great chieftain o' the puddin' race, aboon them a' ye tak your place, pinch, tripe, or thorn, weel ye worthy of a grace, as lang as my earn. Dragon, to a moose, poor wee timorous beastie, oh, what a panic's in thy breastie, thou needna start a wassy hasty, wi' bick and brattle. I would be laith to rin and chase thee, wi' murder and prattle. When he turned over the little mouse's nest with his plough. Very, very lovely, sensitive guy, Robert Burns. And don't be too fooled by the simple country boy. He was very, very well connected. He could move freely amongst all the aristocracy in Scotland. Mind you, we all can. The Scottish aristocracy have nae side to them. You know what I mean? You can get a good blether with a duke or an earl or a marquis in Scotland. I have had many a good blether with an aristocrat, you know. You started early today, Scotty. Good morning. Bruce, the good boy. How lovely to have you with us. So there we are. Can you say it's my name? Oh, Candy, I couldn't say your name on here. So there we go. Just having a wee bacon bat. So the wonderful Tom Phillips in Belfast. So there we are. Guys, we're going to have to go soon, I think, actually. Incredible, though. What a beautiful morning. There we go. I need another 9 followers. Wow. You boys have been following big time. But we need another 9 of you guys just to complete the set. What did your father do, Scotty? My father was a very aristocratic man, but he played the violin quite beautifully. He was a soldier. He was also a very accomplished sailor and airman. He was a soldier. And he ran a plumbing business that had been his uncle's plumbing business. I think it was started in 1898. And Uncle Harry was chairman of the West End Baths in Greenock. And the West End Baths became a theatre. It was bought in the late 1940s after the Second World War and turned into a beautiful, beautiful, stunningly beautiful little theatre called Greenock Arts Guild. And it was beautifully run for, 50 years as this gorgeous little theatre, lovely venue, by wonderful professional people who gave up a lot of their time for Greenock's Arts Guild and the amateur players. And they were big in theatre, Greenock's Arts Guild. I can remember we had the George Square players and the Greenock players, and the great players, the Reverend James L. Dow, Jimmy Dow, of Cartsburn Augustine Church of Greenock. He wrote plays for the Greenock players. Fantastic. We loved the George Square players, the pantomime every year. Wonderful. So Uncle Harry had been the chairman of the West End Baths because of his knowledge of water, I would think. I love the story of Robert the Bruce and the spider. He didn't attack the spider. How old are your parents? Well, they've gone now. My father would be 101, and my mother would be 98. So there we are, lovely people. My family hail from Barra. Have you been, Stuart? I haven't been to Barra, but I say to all the beautiful people of Barra right now, Kamraha maha hachama, falchi falchi, ki damili falchi, done TikTok, I guess YouTube, I guess Scottie McClue. There we are. I say. So that was it. So Uncle Harry, and then sadly Uncle Harry was killed. He had an accident with a bus at the junction of Campbell Street and Brougham Street in Greenock, and he was on a motorcycle, his Douglas with the square tank. And if you scroll down the TikToks, you'll see a picture of Uncle Harry, H.C. Downey. And because it was a plumbing business, it was known as Hot and Cold Downies. So there you are, fantastic. And Big Archie ran that because Uncle Harry had gone. So there, when he came out of the army, good man. Dinky-Doo, but he was also just a wonderful man and a very aristocratic man, very cultured man. He was the one that said to me, when I found a title in the family, and I said, could I use that? And he went, I wouldn't bother with that. You'll just end up selling tickets for things. And he was the one when I told him that somebody that was very, very wealthy, he went, well, you can only wear one suit. That was actually, and he worked so hard. And so there we have it. 70% of Scotland is uninhabited. Well, that's because of you, Mr. Martin. You frightened them all away. And so there we go. I was a soldier for 23 years. My platoon, my macaroon, my platoon was full of fine Scotsmen. Well, all Scotsmen tend to be fine, except for one very bad man that I met and took money off me. One. So there's only one bad man I've met. Guys, we're going to have to dash. I'm afraid we're out of time. TikTokers, God bless you. Have a lovely day, and Dinky-Doo. That's our beautiful TikTokers have had to go. And our beautiful YouTubers, what can I say to you? What a wonderful start to the day. Have a lovely, lovely day. Stay fabulous. Hashtag be kind. Hashtag stay fabulous. Hashtag Dinky-Doo. Watch every single video you can find of Scottie McClue. And put them on, walk away, listen to them. You don't have to watch. And make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel, and that everybody that you have ever met on God's earth is also subscribed to Scottie McClue. Dinky-Doo, good morning. Ta-ra, lads. Stick your tongue out and say ta-ta. Pa-pa. One more chance. Pa-pa.